All right, so I decided I wanted to try some of these beam paints, and I will tell you why. A lot of reasons, actually. They're handmade. They are a Indigenous woman-owned company, which I really like. They have no plastic packaging on them, which is fabulous. This looks like it's probably some type of maybe wax canvas that they've used. Um, and I've always, well, since I found out about them, kind of wanted to give these a go and hesitated for a couple of reasons. A, yes, they're kind of expensive because they're handmade, and because I've also found that I really like tubes over pans, so it sort of gave me pause. But I decided to do a mystery bag of paints. I got the mystery, I think the trio paint stones, and then the mystery, I guess like seconds. I forgot exactly what they called it, but the seconds are supposed to be something that have an issue with them. I'll be honest, none of these have an issue. This one didn't come with a label, but that's not a big deal. The only issue I see is that this one cracked in the top. Not a big issue for me. So I also didn't want to have to pick colors because they have so many beautiful ones. So I really kind of wanted to see what I got in like a grab bag style. So they also sent me this coloring uh, painting card thing, and then some dots of, I think all of these maybe the like shimmery paints. Sorry, I can't come up with the word I want. Iridescent. This says it's the Northern Lights palette. So we're also going to test these. Like I said, this comes across as a little bit of like a dot card, which you guys know I love a good dot card. So we're going to test some of these out. I haven't painted with them before, but I just kind of wanted to see how they do. I am using this Portofino watercolor paper. I did grab the hot pressed one time on accident, so we're just going to use it on that for now. That was actually on the top of my pile, so that's what I'm using. And then we're going to just roll through these paints and see how they do. So this one doesn't have a label, but looking at their site, I'm pretty sure this is Great Ocean. This really pretty gray is called Slate. We have this, which is called Timberwolf Gray, which apparently is kind of a version of Payne's Gray. They sent one of these Fiddlehead Green, which is a paint that has mica in it. There's a video on their site about the making of it, and the color is just gorgeous in the mix. So this one is Rose. This one actually seems to lean a little lavender, or maybe I'm colorblind. It does feel a little lavendery to me, so we'll see how that works. This is called Butter, and it's just a really pretty, creamy yellow butter color. I mean, that's truly an accurate name. And then I'm kind of excited about this one because I eyeballed it, this Morning Peach color. So we're going to give these a go. I'm going to just add a little bit of water to them here. Let's see. And when I'm ready to swatch that dot card, we'll add water to it too. So let's see, we're going to use this brush. Okay, so that's Great Ocean one. This water's definitely kind of sitting on top. So let's give it a minute and work it in and see what happens. It looks like we're picking up some color now. So I just really like the idea behind this company. Like I said, I saw it pop up and I just really liked it. Oh yeah, that's a really pretty blue. And I bet I'll get more saturation if it activates a little longer. Oh, there it is. Wow. That is beautiful. I love that blue. Of course, anybody who knows me knows that if they sent me a color called Great Ocean, that was a great choice because I'm such a water baby. And then this is the Slate. we're gonna see. Looks like it may come up a little lighter than it showed in the paint stone. Let's see here. Okay, so kind of a pale gray. This would kind of probably be really good for like buildings and stone paths and that kind of thing. It doesn't have a whole lot of tinting, I don't think, but we're gonna see once we get down here. I also didn't let them sit wet for very long, but it seems like it's just a nice light gray. And this is the Timberwolf color. This is supposed to be a kind of a paint gray color here. Oh wow, okay. That's pretty. It's almost a, I don't know, a creamy paint gray. I don't know how to call it, but it is a pretty color. I like it. And this fiddlehead green, I'm kind of excited about this one because like I said, I saw the video that they had posted and I was like, ooh, that's just sparkly. Yeah, that's a really interesting green. Once it dries, we'll see what the mica, I guess, looks like in it. Sometimes it's hard to tell when it's wet. This is the rose. I think this is going to be a lighter tinting color as well. Yeah, see, this comes across as kind of lavender-y to me. Low tinting, but pretty. I wonder how it shows up on a black. Ooh, look at this granulation that's happening in this Timberwolf gray. That's pretty. You got some granulation working over here in the ocean color. I'm gonna grab this butter color. Like seriously, folks, that is the most perfect name for that color. I'm not gonna lie. Oh wow. Yeah, this is like exactly what you would think of if you said butter yellow. It's a really, really pretty color. I really like that color. Just a nice, soft, creamy, early morning sunshine kind of yellow. And then we're gonna do this morning peach color. So all of their colors are supposed to be light fast, which is a good thing. Ooh, looks like I didn't get to this one quite fast enough. That's okay. Dry it out just a little bit. So, you know, that can be a problem with some colors, but there are colors are light fast. Oh yeah, this is a really nice peach. Yeah, a really nice peach. This would be very easy to tint if you wanted to go a little more pinky or a little more orange. Oh yeah, that's really nice. I like that a lot. Okay, so let me set that down. Make sure I'm up here. And then this is the little dot card that they sent. So we're gonna just drop a bit of paint. I already really love that beach sand. I can tell you that right now. And in a minute, I also want to put a couple of these down on some dark. So I'll have to do that. I feel like this rose is kind of getting a little darker as it dries, and the same for the slate. This granulation is really pretty. I see like a little bit of maybe brown in there. Oh, God, I really love that yellow. And of course that ocean is just fabulous. All right, let's see. So this is from the dot card. This is Wintry Night. Oh wow, this is really pretty too. I actually expected this to be a little more, I guess, black. This is a really pretty color. This almost makes me think of a little bit of like maybe lunar blue. It's a little maybe too green for that, but that's kind of what it reminds me of. And then this is the beach sand, and like I said, I can already tell you I love this color. And on their stuff, they actually give you the word, I'm gonna mispronounce the tribe if I try, so I'm not going to because I don't want to insult anybody, but they give you the Indian names for these, and I just think that's kind of cool. I really like that. All right, so we're gonna let this dry a little bit, and then we're gonna come back to it. I'm pretty excited about that. And then this is gonna be the Dreamer's Gold. This looks like it's very sparkly. All right. And then this is called Little Shell. Looks like it's a little silvery, maybe just like a white iridescent. This is one of them I want to try over some Sharpie just to see how it shows up. Probably should have used cold press paper for this. Okay, and then I know Wet Grizzly is a color I see them show a lot. Looks like it's going to be a really pretty brown. It's got some mica in it. So the other thing is that they bind their paints with maple syrup. So you know how M. Graham binds theirs with honey, and a lot of people use like the gum arabic and stuff. They actually use maple syrup. If that's not the most Canadian thing in the world, I don't know what is. All right, and this is Glacial Rivers, which looks like it's gonna be a silvery blue. It's probably gonna be a color I have to have. Also a pretty color. Oh yeah, I can see a lot of the sparkle in this Dreamer's Gold as it's starting to dry. The kind of gold sparkle in this Wet Grizzly. You can see the sparkle in that Little Shell as well. All right, so I'm gonna move this aside. Let me grab a Sharpie. Where do I have it stashed? There it is. So I'm just gonna, not very scientific, but I just want to see how a couple of these especially show up on something dark. I feel like that Little Shell will really pop, and there's a potential that that rose will also really, really pop. So let's see. Let that rose down a little bit. Okay. Looks pretty white over that dark. Not that Sharpie is exactly a scientific method, so. Oh, wow. Look at the glitter on that. Holy moly. Yeah, the glitter really, really pops on that dark swatch. All right, so I'm gonna set this aside and let it dry a little bit. So let's look back at this. So your Timberwolf gray is definitely granulating. It looks like you've got some gray, you've got some beige in there, definitely some blue. It's a really pretty color. I actually really like that. Your slate is just a nice kind of soft gray, also super nice. Y'all, I love this butter color. I don't know that I would have necessarily like picked it out for myself. That color is beautiful. I am so in love with this color, and now I want to paint like a sunrise with it. This rose color is just, again, a very soft color. Rose makes me think pink, but it leans lavender to me. To be fair, I am genuinely a little red-green colorblind, so maybe I'm just not seeing it appropriately. This Great Ocean is also just beautiful. I would almost call it like a royal blue color, really. Very pretty. Looks like it granulates a little bit. Definitely a solid color for me, because we know that I like my blues. This Fiddlehead Green, y'all, I know that the camera is not going to do this justice. So when I'm looking at it kind of from this angle, you know, looking down on it this way, it's just kind of a, I don't know, almost a sap green. But when I shift this way, the gold sparkle in here is just beautiful. It really genuinely is. Again, this Morning Peach is really, really pretty. I really like this peach a lot. And this Wintry Night has a lot of, I would call this like a gray sparkle to it. It's a nice color as well. This beach sand is to die for, actually. You want to add a little sparkle to your beach stuff. This is it. This is just a gorgeous color. Wow. Yeah, I definitely on this page, that would I buy again, like out of, you know, just to go buy the stones? Yeah, I would easily, I would buy at least half of these colors again, if not more. Probably most of them, to be honest. So really pretty, really liking that. And then let's see here. So your Dreamer's Gold looks like you get a little bit of separation. These are definitely all mica paints. Wow. The pop of glitter in these is, wow, that's insane, actually. So Dreamer's Gold is just a gold, like a solid gold color. This little shell, I'm a little torn. I don't know if it's actually a silver or if it's just white. I feel like it's just white. It's a really pretty color. It would actually be a really cool accent color for certain things. I could see keeping that on hand, just like I said, for accent, or oh my gosh, the snow effects with that would be amazeballs. This Wet Grizzly is actually a super pretty color. It looks like you've got a little bit of granulation. There is the gold sparkle to it, which is really nice. This Glacial River is also just really fabulous. Like I said, it's a kind of a light blue with a silvery sparkle to it, which is really cool. I thought this rose might actually pop over the black, but it's not. It's still pretty light. I may try to put another layer over it. And then this little shell over that little black swatch. I mean, the sparkle is pretty awesome on it. So let me see here. Let me grab this rose again and see. Oh, there we go. I feel like these paints maybe take a little bit longer to activate, and that's not a good or bad thing. It's just kind of, you know, every paint's a little different. Okay, so this is coming back. It's definitely more opaque, I feel like, and that's, I don't have an issue with that. I thought it might pop on that black, but I think the black actually kind of washes it out a little bit. Overall, honestly, out of all of these colors, the only one that I might not buy on my own would be this rose. But the rest of them I actually really like. To be fair, I'm not much of a pink person. Like I said, it reads a little more lavender to me. It's not bad. It's not one I like regret having around, but it's not something that would be one that I would just go out and be like, oh yeah, that's the color I want. but the rest of these colors are really good. I like them a lot. Some of them unexpectedly, you know. Like I said, that butter, gosh, I'm kind of obsessed with that color right now. And this morning peach is glorious. Like I said, this fiddlehead green, I know other people have talked about it. It is glorious. And this beach sand, like seriously, I will definitely be buying some of these that came on the dot card because they are amazing. I mean, gosh, I hope that's showing up on camera because, like, holy moly, y'all. That is amazing. So overall, I've liked the paints. I would definitely be interested in buying some of them to have. I do have concerns, like I love their packaging. Obviously it's not gonna fit in a standard palette, so you would have to come up with something. I guess you could just put them in to a regular tin and go from there. But other than that, I don't really see any issues with these. Like I said, they're really nice paints. I'd be interested in getting some more of them. I know that there is a shop a few hours away from me. I have a friend that lives in that direction, so I may actually just go by there on purpose to grab some of these. But I mean, if I just had to pick a handful out of this Timberwolf Gray is lovely. Butter is just hands down fantastic. I do love this beach sand. I'm always going to go with a solid blue. This morning peach. I mean, I just, honestly, they're all just really good colors. I want to see some of this little shell on like a mountain scene. That would glow. This would be pretty good in a mountain scene too. So, like I said, I got the kind of mystery bag, grab bag paints. Definitely worth a go. Have a look at them. Like I said, they are Indigenous, woman owned, and it's a family business, which I think is awesome. So we want to support that as much as we can. Shipping was pretty quick. Didn't have any issues. My envelope that they came in was very clearly stepped on with a footprint. Thank you, UPS. But everything came undamaged, no issues. So yeah, give these a go, guys. Have a look and pick up a couple colors, or they have different palettes that are available. You can do the grab bag like me if you just don't want to pick colors. I'm terrible at picking colors and narrowing them down because, y'all, I just want all the colors. I'm that person. So absolutely have a look at some of these. I'm pretty impressed. I really like them. I'm definitely going to play with them, and then when I do some paintings with them, I will let you guys see them. So I don't know if you found this helpful or not, but this was my swatching and review of Beam paints. I'm going to go put them in my painter's diary now so that I have them, and I will get back to you with something else here soon.